With over 800 million active users, Facebook is the main place where social media activity is happening. In a separate video, we will talk about how to set up a page for your church and how to create events uh, in Facebook. In this video, we will focus first on getting you set up with your own Facebook account so that you can then administrate a page for the church. When you go to facebook.com, on the right-hand side of the page, you'll see some blank spaces under the header Sign Up. You can type into a space by first moving the pointer over it and clicking, and sometimes you can also press the Tab key to move to the next blank space. But when in doubt, you can always click. So first, you move the pointer over the field that says First Name and click, then type in your first name. Do each of the fields the same way, tabbing between them or moving the pointer and clicking for each one. We could do a whole tutorial just about passwords. Just make sure that the password you choose is at least 8 characters with a mixture of letters, numbers, and preferably punctuation marks too. It absolutely should not be a word or an obvious phrase or a number that's meaningful to you, like a significant date in your life. Some computers will offer to generate a random password for you and remember it for you. That's okay too, as long as your computer itself is secure. Once you click the Sign Up button, Facebook will send an email to the address that you just gave it. The email will have a big button on it that says Confirm Your Account. Once you get that email, just click that button. Over the next few screens, Facebook asks some questions to fill in your profile information. First, it asks about your schooling, where you live, and your employer. As you start typing this information in, it will make suggestions based on what it already knows about. You can either pick one of those by moving the cursor over it and clicking, or keep typing. Then it'll ask about your preferences, some things you might like, and it will also make some suggestions about people it thinks you might know based on where you work and where you went to school. For each of these screens, you can fill out the information or you can click skip and move on and take care of that another time. The final profile step is to add your profile picture. It is possible to take a photo from your webcam right here, but it's much better to have a picture that you've selected that's good quality and that represents you the way you'd like to be represented online. Make sure this picture is in your computer and that you know where it is. Then click Upload a Photo and use the browser to find that photo on your computer and select it. Facebook will then upload the photo. This might take a few seconds, and it'll appear on the screen. Click Save and Continue, and that's it. You're all set up. You'll be directed to a welcome screen that suggests again that you find friends to link to, as well as a tutorial about the privacy settings and rules on Facebook. Feel free to explore these. If you click your name and photo in the top bar of Facebook to the right of the big white box, you'll see your profile. This includes information about you and things you've added, such as photos and posts. When you add some text about yourself, that's called a status update. You can also add a link to somewhere else on the internet, to a photo or a video or a page. All of these things, including status updates, are called posts. When you click the Facebook logo in the top bar of Facebook, to the left of the white box, you'll see your main screen for interacting with Facebook. The large center column called your news feed contains the posts by your friends and things that you've liked, organized using a secret formula that is, at least in theory, designed to show you the content that you're most likely to be interested in, as well as some advertising. The left column has lots of convenient links. The right column has advertising, information about friends' birthdays and events. Whether you're looking at your feed or your wall, at the top of the center column is a box to add a status update or other type of post. To add text, you just type into that box. If you want to add a link to something else on the internet, usually there's a share button or some way of sharing it from there. But if not, you can also always type the URL of that thing into this box as if it's text, and Facebook will find the page and create the link. When you're done, in some cases you press return. In a lot of other cases you'll press a button that says post. That big white text box in the top bar of Facebook with the tiny magnifying glass at its right end is the main search field. You can type an email address in here or the name of a person, a thing, or an institution, and if that exists within Facebook, it will pop up in a list of suggested matches. If you don't see what you're looking for in the list of suggestions, there's an option at the bottom to do a broader search. But if you do see what you want, just highlight it with the cursor and click, and you'll be taken to the page for that person or that institution. To learn everything about using Facebook is beyond the scope of this tutorial. So explore. The first time you try and do a lot of things, Facebook will interrupt you with an offer to help or to show you a tutorial. But you already have a Facebook profile and you can start adding posts, you can start liking institutions and friending people. In a separate video, we'll talk about how to set up a page for a church and how to create events that are happening there.